before I get started with the makeup tutorial, I just wanted to mention that at the end of the video I will be announcing my holiday makeup giveaway and going more in depth on the giveaway and how to enter to win this makeup. So if you want to find out how to enter my giveaway, then make sure you stay tuned till the end of the video. For the primer, I'm going in with the First Aid Beauty Coconut Skin Smoothie Primer Moisturizer. I absolutely love this stuff. It's so moisturizing on my skin and it really does smooth out my skin. And during these winter months, I love using a hydrating moisturizing primer because my skin gets so dry and I typically like more matte foundations. And for foundation, I'm going in with the Maybelline Superstay foundation in the shade 105. I've been playing around trying to find my right shade in this foundation, and I think I found it because right now I am as pale as paper. I'm so pale right now, but that's alright. And then I'm just blending that foundation out using my beauty blender. For concealer, I'm going in with the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. I also grabbed a new shade of this concealer, so I'm using the shade Fair Warm. I think I like it better than the previous shade I had. The previous shade was Fair Beige. You're probably like, why did you buy another shade of this concealer? Don't you not like it? I love this concealer. It's so full coverage, but it's just drying on me. But I have my techniques to combat that dryness, so I went ahead and bought it again because I love it, and for $6 it's a steal. You've got to try this foundation, especially if you don't have dry skin. And then for powder, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade 5 to set my whole face. I'm just using my beauty blender to press that powder into my skin and lock in my foundation to make sure that my makeup doesn't move throughout the day. Also, if anyone's wondering, like, why isn't the front of her brow filled in? I always like to fill in the front of my brows after I set my face. But anyways, here's the eye look we are going to create today, and I used the iconic Jeffree Star Shane Dawson Conspiracy palette, and I'm taking the shade Flamin' Hot on a Morphe JH34 brush. You guys, this was my first time using this palette. I've had it sitting in my house for a few weeks since I've got it, and I've been dying to use it, and it blew my mind. Like, I am in love with this palette. I mean, look at that color payoff. I barely dipped into the eyeshadows. There's no fallout. It's gorgeous. So I'm taking the shade Flamin' Hot and I'm working it in my crease. This isn't my transition shade. I'm actually using the shade Pigment on a Morphe M573 brush as my transition shade. I want to go in with Flamin' Hot first because I thought it was more of a bit of a red, but it's more of like a maroon pinky color. I don't know, it's really pretty though. So I'm using the pigment to smoke out those edges and make sure that there's no harsh lines. So I'm just lightly going over the edges of the eyeshadow. I'm also picking up my e.l.f. concealer brush to kind of blend out that outer corner and make it buffed out and soft because I don't want that outer wing that I'm creating to be too harsh. I want it to be nice and soft. I'm going back in with the shade Flamin' Hot to intensify that eyeshadow and bring that color up. I really want this shadow to be popping, and it's not hard because these shadows are so pigmented. Now I'm going in with the shade Not a Fact on a Morphe JH33 brush. You guys, this is a purple eyeshadow and it's the best purple eyeshadow I've ever worked with. Look how flawlessly it's blending onto the eye. So for this shade, I'm just focusing it on the outer corner of my eye mainly. That's where I want it to be the most intense and the most darkest. And I'm also just smoking that up lightly into my crease, but you don't want to take this shade up too far because you still want Flamin' Hot and pigment to be showing through. But I'm mainly, like I said, just intensifying that outer corner. That's really where I want this shadow to be popping at. And then I'm going back in with a little bit of the shade Flamin' Hot just to bring back some of that color because I didn't want to lose that nice, intense neon sort of color that this shade brings to the eye look. I'm adding more of Not a Fact to the outer corner. It's just about going back and forth with colors and keep on blending, but I'm letting you guys know, even though this look probably looks complicated, these eyeshadows are so easy to work with, and it made a look like this so easy to do. I'm telling you guys, anyone can do this look. Now I'm taking translucent powder on a Morphe E47 brush just to clean up the edge of my eyeshadow so that everything can be nice and precise, and I want a sharp wing effect right there. And then now I'm taking the shade Not a Fact on a Morphe E18 brush, and I was packing that on the outer corner of my eyelid to really get that shade nice and intense there. Now I'm taking my e.l.f. concealer on a Morphe M213 brush, and I'm starting to do a half cut crease. This is very simple. If you just watch, you can see how I do it, but I place some concealer on my lid and then I look up at the ceiling, and when I look up, the concealer transfers into my crease exactly where I need to carve out my half cut crease, and then I just start carving it out slowly, taking my time, and then we'll have a half cut crease. Now I'm taking the shade Diet Cola on a Morphe JH42 brush. This is a gorgeous silver shade. It's so pigmented, and by having the concealer underneath, it really grabs a hold of this eyeshadow and there's no fallout. I've had minimal fallout with all of the Jeffree Star Shane Dawson shades that I've used so far. Like, if you look at that right now, no fallout. I'm taking the shade Not a Fact on a Morphe E18 brush just to intensify that outer corner, and you do want to make sure that Not a Fact and Diet Cola are blended well together. But with this palette, it was so easy to blend these eyeshadows. I'm telling you, so easy. Now I'm taking the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liner, and I'm just drawing a line where I did that half cut crease, and then I'm taking the NYX glitter. It's like a holographic silver glitter on a little liner brush, and I'm just placing that over that glitter liner that I placed down, and you got a very simple, very easy, but very cute glitter liner on your half cut crease. Then I'm taking the shade Illuminati and I'm smoking out my lower lash line with that. I'm taking this Appeal Gel Liner in the shade Forest Green, and then I'm adding that to my waterline and then smoking out Illuminati again to intensify that green. I also added the Salon Perfect lashes in the style Wispy, and I just double stacked them to make them more intense, and I put them on my eyes and added mascara. Now I'm taking the Tarte Park Avenue Princess palette, and I'm taking the shade Angel on my Benefit Hula brush, and I'm starting to bronze slash contour my face. Then I'm going in with my Morphe M437 brush to blend out that contour to make sure that we have no harsh lines. Blending is key. If you look at that, look how intense that contour looked before, and once we start blending, it just is so soft and subtle, but still intense, you know, still contoured. I'm also using that same brush to contour my jawline. I love doing this to give myself a little bit more of a chiseled jawline. And then again, going in with my Morphe M437 brush, I am blending out that contour and the areas that I bronzed to make sure that we have no harsh lines. In makeup, blending is so important, so you'll constantly see me pick up this brush and blend out my makeup. And then to apply that same bronzer to my forehead, I'm using a Morphe JH02 brush. And I also did contour my nose and bake, but my camera had died, so it didn't record and I didn't realize. But if you look at any of my other tutorials, they have my contour and baking routine in them, so I figured it's fine. We all know how to contour and bake, right? And if we don't, that's fine, that's fine. Now I'm taking the Becca Cosmetics Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Vanilla Quartz. This is actually a highlighter that's included in my giveaway, and in my giveaway you get the full size, not this little mini, but I'm just applying that highlight to my face. It's so much more gorgeous in person. My lighting and camera doesn't even do the highlight justice. Now I'm going in with the Milani blush in the shade Berry Amore on my Sonia Kashuk No. 113 brush, and I'm just applying that blush to my cheekbones, and I absolutely love using blush. I don't know if you could tell, but there was a big difference in the sides of my face with before and after blush. It just brings back life and dimension to your face. And then I'm going back in with my Morphe M437 brush. I cannot live without this brush, you guys. I'm constantly picking this brush up to blend out all the products on my face, and I just lightly go over the areas that I highlighted and contoured and blushed and make sure everything's blended together. Now I'm taking the shade Ranch from the Jeffree Star Shane Dawson Conspiracy palette on a Morphe E36 brush, and I'm applying that as my inner corner highlight. Now I'm taking the Jante Blue lip liner in the shade Spice. For some reason I couldn't find any of my Morphe lip liners. I've been running low and I definitely need to order more or go to the store or something because I need more Morphe lip liners. So I just use this one. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I prefer my Morphe lip liners. Then I'm taking the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte Lipstick in the shade Venus. And then I'm going in with the Sephora Collection Liquid Lip Cream in the shade 32, and I'm applying that to the center of my lip, and then I'm just blending that out with my finger. This will give your lips a very plumped and big effect, and I also set my face. This is the final makeup look using the Jeffree Star Shane Dawson Conspiracy Theory palette. I absolutely love the way it turned out. I know I say that in every single tutorial, but I really am impressed with this palette. The shadows are so pigmented and they show up. You barely need any product. You don't get any fallout. I hardly had any fallout, and the shadows are so blendable. Nothing was patchy. Everything went exactly where I was placing it. It was just like a dream palette to work with. This was my first time actually using Jeffree Star eyeshadow palettes. I know I gave one eyeshadow palette away in the past. I gave away the Blood Sugar palette. But I had never used it. I was really jealous to give that away because I wanted to keep it for myself. But I'm so happy I finally got to try Jeffree Star eyeshadow palettes, and I am obsessed now. I definitely have to order more of his palettes. I'm so excited to try the other ones now because his eyeshadows were really like a dream come true. I know I only used like a handful of eyeshadows out of the palette, but I do plan on doing a few more looks after the holiday season, like in January, using his palette. I think it would be really fun to do that random number thing where you get a random number and then you count what number that is in the eyeshadow palette, and then you have to use that shade in your makeup look. Like, I think that would be such a fun video to do with this palette because it really does push you to be creative and step outside of your comfort zone. I really love this makeup look for the holidays. I think it's a super cute holiday or Christmas or whatever makeup look. It's super glamorous. If you guys decide to recreate this makeup look, then please make sure you tag me in your pictures or you DM me your pictures because I would love to see them and repost them and share them. I love seeing your guys' recreations. I really hope you guys decide to recreate this look for any of your holiday events coming up. If you have the Shane Dawson Jeffree Star Conspiracy Theory palette, I would really recommend that palette at 10 out of 10. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Please make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. And now we can get on to the giveaway. So for the giveaway, it starts today, December 6th, and it ends Friday, January 3rd at 12 p.m. And you can win all this makeup right here. I have the James Charles mini palette. I have the Becca Cosmetics Shimmering Skin Perfector in Vanilla Quartz. I have a Butter London eyeshadow palette, and I have a bunch of glitters, and there's a pink sugar perfume which smells so good and so yummy, Kevyn Aucoin face glow highlighter, nail polishes, Patchology masks, There's lots of stuff here. Everything will be listed down below in the description box. All the products will be there, all the rules on how to enter and everything, in case if I forget to mention something or go over something. So if you want to win all this makeup right here, it's super easy to enter. It's easier than any of my other giveaways in the past. All you have to do is you must be subscribed to my channel. Make sure to give this video a like and then leave me a comment in this video and just let me know what you love about the Shade Dawson Jeffree Star eyeshadow palette. What do you think? Do you have it? Do you want it? What are your thoughts? Just tell me something about the palette, and then make sure to leave me an email in your comment or your IG handle so I can DM you if you win. Just leave me some sort of information so I can contact you in case if you are the winner of the giveaway. The giveaway is chosen randomly, so it's fair, and yeah, so that's pretty much it. All the rules will be listed down below in the description box. Everything will be there if you have any questions, and you can always comment on this video and I'll try to respond. Good luck to everyone who is entering the giveaway. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next tutorial. Merry Christmas and happy holidays.